hitting my chest to the ground. Okay, which is basically his skull, possibly even that left hand holding onto the collar, right, just so that I can progress to the back. From here, what we're gonna do is like we're holding on nice and tight with the left hand. Again, sometimes you can beat the lapels, sometimes you can beat the sleeve. All these are great angles. You can take the time to find it. If you're in a pinch, just go ahead and use that little rock climbing grip right there. Okay, from here, my right hand will start to try to attain the underhook on the leg. But I feel my partner starts to sprawl his knee back. So I can't really set up the tension. But what I can do is I can proceed a little bit with my chest off to the side. I place my foot off to the ground and I move out. Like we talked about a little bit with these overhook angles and things like that. Anytime my partner hits out, we're typically trying to get square. So as he feels like he needs to square back up to my hip, I keep my left foot where it's at, and we proceed to the flower sweep. Okay, the flower sweep's a little bit different, okay, than the pendulum. Typically with the flower sweep, we're just looking to drop them to a hip. Okay. Okay, with the pendulum, since the arm is all the way like that, we're creating an angle, so it's basically like you're making them do a shoulder roll and they end up in the mouth. Does that make a little sense, right? You're probably a little bit more familiar with the L sweep as well. L sweep is very, very closely tied to the flower sweep. Foot to the ground, tip them over towards the hips, and then you take them over to the top. Okay. So the reason why we would do the flower sweep, right, is because we're trying to set up the pendulum. It's a tighter control. We come up all the way into a nice clean position to keep them out. But if we feel that like the guy sprawls that knee back, it sets up the condition. Okay, his knee's away. We can start moving towards the guy's side of the shoulder here. So I break the grip. I move the arm across. He creates the wall with his skull. I try to reach under the hamstring. I feel the sprawl out. My left foot goes to the ground next to his foot. I escape my hip out to create an angle. As soon as I start to feel my partner start to square back up, I keep my left foot where it's at, and I use his momentum to club him over to the top. If I can, I start searching for a secondary underhook, so that way he can attain the half guard. If I just chill here too long, the guy sees my foot right there, he pushes it inside, traps it, and then he can proceed.